This is the Star News Brief. I'm Tina Mombanu. Details have emerged how President William Ruto's Jubilee allies hatched and executed an elaborate plot that almost snatched the troubled outfit from Uhuru Kenyatta. Leading the bloodless coup are the reclusive Jubilee chairman Nelson Nzuya, Yala MP Kanini Kega, and a host of party honchos who only months ago were loyal to a fault to the former president. The friends turned foes first won the trust and confidence of members of the party's National Executive Council before taking the war to Uhuru's doorstep. Get a copy of The Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 40 shillings by logging on to www.mgazzetti.com. President William Ruto has once again defended his push for the controversial national housing program that has triggered a public uproar. This is even as his deputy Rigathi Gachagua asked him to ignore the noisemakers of the proposed 3% housing levy that the government seeks to use to actualize the project. Gachagua challenged the critics to come up with a better alternative strategy to help reduce the crop-up of slums in the country. Interior Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki has lifted the lead on the horrors in Shakahola Forest and promised dire consequences for offenders and officers who slept on the job, while admitting security agencies are largely to blame for the more than 240 lives lost. Kindiki said the events, as ugly as they may be, will provide a turning point in the management of the country's security matters. Kindiki revealed that followers of Pastor Paul Mackenzie who changed their minds after they started to starve were killed by his supervisors. President William Ruto's CAS appointees will know on July 3rd if they will be allowed to assume office and start earning salaries. The 50 chief administrative secretaries were appointed in March, but that move was challenged in court where a judge issued orders stopping them from assuming office and earning salaries. On Friday, a 3-judge bench that had the case for 2 days said it will render its decision on the matter on July 3rd. And opposition chief Raila Odinga has given President William Ruto a 1-week ultimatum to reverse what he termed tribal state appointments, or Azimio will call for self-determination. In a bold move dubbed Yatta 2 Declaration, Raila threatened to write to the United Nations to separate from the Ruto-led state of exclusion and biased government appointments. Self-determination is the process by which a country determines its own statehood and forms its own government. Get a copy of The Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 40 shillings by logging on to www.mgazzetti.com.